Recording of it? The whole thing? You send it to me after? Then I'd have recorded myself.
Rabbi, should I pass around the Bible so the Bible doesn't use them anyway?
Only those people that.
We'll start with Simcha Schoenfeld because you have to get to sleep. He's an old man. Simcha Schoenfeld might be in need of some aid. His midlife crisis is entering its third decade. Dropping money on a new house, new car, new bungalow, new son-in-law, and it still doesn't satisfy him. Just send out a link to Sinai Academy and you'll be just like a friar. I'm happy the Rav took a minute to acknowledge, obviously, the loss that we had this past year. And it won't be Purim without at least acknowledging Chaver Chaim Eliezer Luzi, who half of the year was Purim for him. And the reminders of Luzi are all around. When I look up and I see an egg that we paid $120 for that we could have gotten on Amazon for $12.99, I think of Luzi. When someone starts with the Gaidi off key or off tune, I think of Luzi. When I show up for the daf and I haven't prepared, I think of Luzi. Luzi, you're with us, you touch us every day of the year. Chaim Stein and Sach can never agree. If the kiddush should be served all at once or turned into a 10-course meal, don't ask Chaim for the recipe to make meatballs sweet and sour. Unless you have a minimum of 45 minutes to an hour. I think I do better without the music accompaniment, but I appreciate it. With credit card points, then Itzik is your guy. He knows all the schemes to get free baggage and upgrades when you fly. But Itzik, I am worried that something might be amiss when you can't afford to buy Danishes for the 7:30 Shacharis. Dave B made it. Dave Blumenkrantz made it. Oh, they made it.
They didn't like that.
Dave Blumenkrantz.
Hold on,
Please.
Dave, say hi. Dave, say hi. Wow!
Dave B must think we're all too dumb to notice. But take Kugel, fish, crane, herring, kishka, meat board. He's hiding under his dollars. But Mayor Krantz is really talented, and it's quite a feat to know exactly when Kedusha starts so he can walk to his seat.
Charger? Sorry.
So, for those of you who don't daven at the 7:30 Shacharis, we have a very colorful group of collectors. You've been there. First, you have the fundraisers collecting for poor families with nothing to eat. Then you have the Israeli guys looking for Weinberger seed. Eiffel Weinberger. Weinberger, you see it? The poor old lady on Thursday who sends you around with her plastic bucket. While Avrami is intensely negotiating for a change of 100. Lately, the Rav has said things that really make my head scratch. Did Rachel Gluck really think her father would make an ideal match? But this past Shabbos was by far the strangest disclosure. When the Rav commented publicly on the Malinowitz family odor. I don't know who's worse at playing Gabay, Berkman or Weiss.
No, you do. Everybody knows. Donnie did not give me an aliyah.
One doesn't know the meaning of 5 minutes, the other can't pronounce Yiddish to save his life. Avrami, we really missed you as the Gabay by Mincha Shabbos afternoon. Until you decided you'd rather hang out in the hallway with Shmuel Schombrun. Lately, Shul feels like an Aguda convention. The Rav talks about the dangers of technology and makes a cell phone intervention. The diehards who sit in front hang on each word like it's a divine revelation. While the Erev Rav in the back says Das Torah is a figment of our imagination. Tzruli Ziskin is a special kind of deluded. If he really thinks the shul is one unit and no one is ever excluded. The non-exclusive, open to all Wednesday night cheer he makes sure to attend. Come on, who else felt like they were tagging along on a trip to Poland with meant for Tzruli and his friends? Speaking of the Wednesday night share, I feel people complain all year long about the Wednesday night share, but I don't understand why people are so jealous. Rebbe, I'm going to disclose what we talked about earlier, and I apologize. But for those of you who are insulted that you're not invited to the Wednesday night share, Rabbi say they're learning the Aleph base. They go up to the letter Gimel. Every week the Rav goes there, go Gimel, and it's like talking to an empty wall. Gimel. Goyish, Gehenim, Nish, Gemalid. Every week, it's the same story. Nobody gets it. However, the Rav did tell me, and we have to show them they're going to have a sitter party after Pesach, and everyone's going to be invited. There are a few things in Shul quite as disrupting as Meshulam coughing up a lung. It's like a volcano erupting. Meshulam sneezes are so loud they can be heard around the globe. How ironic that we sat him right next to Dave, the world's biggest germaphobe. Sach spends Rosh Hashanah. By the way, I'm going to get thrown out of shul for this one. Sach spends Rosh Hashanah up in West Park. Yet he still manages to butcher the lady seating chart. It seems to be getting worse as Sach gets older and older. That's why we have Hyman looking over his shoulder. For those of you who did not go on the trip to Poland, half of these may go over your head, half of them you'll get anywhere. But here's a grommet on the things I learned in Poland. From my Shechayim I learned that missing a boss is no big deal at all. From Dave B, I learned to always use someone else to break your fall. Avrami taught me how a coach boss empties his porta potty. From Yonatan I learned to always pay extra for premium economy. A bunch of other lessons I learned on the trip. From Shmaya I learned, don't ever deny someone access to the bathroom. From Avrami I learned, never pay full price to visit a cemetery in a foreign country, even if your life depends on it. I also learned from Avrami, there are actually Poles in Poland. From Rabbi Nissel I learned, you can become an alcoholic from tequila. From the Rav I learned that Mendy was becoming a chassan before Mendy. From Sruli Stern I learned that there are flowers in Auschwitz. From Chaim Stein I learned, one suitcase for clothes, one for snacks. From Binyamin Lieberman I learned, daven mincha while you still have a minion. From Jack Augenstein I learned, Maimonides is actually not the worst hospital in the world. From Shmuel Schomburn I learned, Kohanim are actually allowed in cemeteries. From Yitzi Prater I learned, pack your own toilet paper. From Donnie Weiss I learned, sharing is caring. And from the Mizamrim, I learned you can sometimes receive parnasa without doing any hishtadlus. Here's the last one. This is the one the Rav censored. Morty Bosch made a shidduch with a guy who lives in a small Lakewood alcove. Then he inconvenienced everyone 2.5 hours just to say one quick mazel tov. I can't even finish it.
Say it again.
The Rav also made shidduchim with some families that are elite. One raises dogs on a farm, the other provides a hechsher for the meat.
Amen.